Hello friends and enemies, today we're going to be looking at an Orzhov Pauper deck that I've got some games queued up for y'all. Before we get into the deck itself, just want to remind everybody to hit that like and subscribe button down below. Remember, whenever we get to 10 subscribers, we're going to give away a Steam gift card, a $25 Steam gift card. So again, hit that like and subscribe button. If you have any comments, questions, whatever, feel free to leave those down below. And if you have any decks you want me to test out, leave the deck list below, and if I have the cards for them or wild cards, which hopefully I'll be getting some more wild cards here in the future, or very near future I should say, I'll be more than happy to have a look at those decks and see what we can do. So anyways, looking at the deck, this is definitely a little bit of a creature heavy deck. Wants to kind of gum up the board a little bit, and our Ill-Gotten Inheritance is kind of our big payoff, or kind of the card that's going to win the game for us. So again, most of our creatures are here to provide a little bit of utility as well as kind of gum up the board. So looking at our creatures, we have a total of 8 creatures that have some type of reoccurrence. We have 4 of Imperious Oligarch, which has Afterlife, and we're also running 4 of the Martyr of Dusk, which gives us a 1/1 token with lifelink. Looking at the rest of our creatures, and the rest of our creatures are here more to provide some type of utility. Twilight Panther, this is really a premium blocking creature. The fact that you can give it Death Touch will kind of hold off a lot of the other opponent's creatures, and if they do happen to swing in, you can trade your one drop for maybe a 2 or a 3 or even a 4 drop, depending on what they're swinging in with, just by giving this creature Death Touch. Running 3 Healer's Hawks, which flying evasion is very important in this format from what I've seen. So that flying lets your 1/1 get in there. But on top of that, it does have lifelink as well, which kind of works well with our Marauder's Axe. Kind of skipping the other creatures for a moment. We are running a couple Marauder's Axes. I had 1 or 2 games where I put the Marauder's Axe on one of my flying creatures and just kind of went to town on the opponent. But looking at the rest of our creatures, we're running 1 Skymarch Bloodletter. This is a 2/2 with flying. Again, flying evasion is does really well in this format. But it also, whenever it comes into play, it gives you 1 life and drains 1 life from your opponent. We're running 4 Blade Jugglers. This is a creature that, whenever it comes into play, it deals 1 damage to you, but allows you to draw a card. It is a 5-drop, but pretty much every time you're going to be able to hit it for as a 3-drop, to be honest with you. I don't think I ever played it for its base mana cost in any of the 5 games that I've played with this deck so far. We're running 2 Grasping Thrulls. This is a kind of the top end as far as our creatures are concerned. It does have flying. It is a 3/3, which is a pretty good bodied flying creature, to be honest. Again, especially in this format. And whenever it comes into play, it does deal 2 damage to your opponent and gives you 2 life. As far as non-creature spells, we're running a couple of... Let me put these here. We're running quite a bit of removal. We're running 2 Deadweights, 4 Fungal Infections, 2 Vicious Offerings, and 4 Final Payments. The Final Payment works good in this deck because you got so much life gain between the Grasping Thrull, the Ill-Gotten Inheritance, and the Healer's Hawk, that you will very frequently be able to pay to 5 life, and it really is not going to affect you a whole lot. Like I've already said, we got 2 Marauder's Axe just to give our smaller creatures a little bit more oomph. And kind of the top end of the deck, kind of the main thing of the deck, is the Ill-Gotten Inheritance. The ideal, like I've already said, behind this deck is to kind of gum up the board. And we're kind of sitting back and letting our Ill-Gotten Inheritance kind of chip away at our opponent's life total, while bringing our life total up. A lot of times you can, with the Ill-Gotten Inheritance, you're gaining so much life that you can kind of ignore 1 or 2 of their creatures that are swinging in on you. You don't have to worry too much about them. So yeah, that's kind of the deck in general. It's a pretty fun deck, like I said, and watch some of the games I got queued up for you all, and let me know what you think. Hope you all enjoy. Have a good day. Alright, let's hop into another Pauper game. Let's kind of see what we got going. We're going against Nick Spanu. Yeah. This is definitely a keeping hand. Nick Spano. Whoa. Oh. I know what this deck is. I'm gonna guess it's gonna be the mill deck. Yep. Yay. Yep. I honestly don't know if we're fast enough to beat this deck. Guess we're going to find out. We actually may be fast enough. I don't know. How many cards does he have? 242. I wonder how many of those cards are just persistent petitioners. Well, I guess he's got more than 242 cards in his deck. I wonder how did he arrive at the number 250. We may be fast enough. May be fast enough. So I think we just continue to swing. I was wondering if we could do a final payment, but as long as he's got one petitioner in his hand, he can untap, or he can tap them. They can have summoning sickness. So he's pretty much going to have to block somebody next turn. If I draw a land, I can switch. I'm going to say if I drew a land, I can switch my Marauder's Axe over to here, plus get my Ill-Gotten Inheritance out. I believe we've got this. I'll bring out my Ill-Gotten Inheritance with plans of sacrificing it next turn. Oh yeah, okay. Wait. 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, actually, so I'm going to need one more mana to sacrifice this, but still, okay, we got it. I had it through the air, so that was fine. I was worried we wouldn't be fast enough to beat that deck, but apparently we are. So let's go ahead and get another one in, see what we got. Detroit rules. And here I thought Detroit was just a rock city. This is a questionable keep because we don't have any black source of mana. Now we do, so okay. So I wonder if we're in against kind of a mirror match. The first, nope, not a mirror match. So this is going to be a Rakdos deck, maybe a Rakdos around dragons, possibly. So if he swings at me next turn, I can Fungal Infection his Dragon Rider, and then block with the Fungal Infection. Ooh. Actually, I won't do that. Thank you for showing me what you had in mind, friend. Actually, maybe I should have, because I could have got the Blade Juggler out this turn and swapped with those two. So let's go ahead and swing. I believe we will go ahead and Blade Juggler. Blade Juggler, yes. So I can block his Ogre, and that gave me a card draw as well. Perfect. Okay. So we have, okay, we've got a pretty good line in front of us. So we attack, we can Spectacle in our Blade Juggler, and we can dead weight his 4/2. I guess would it be better to wait and hold on to... Actually, we're going to Spectacle this in. Because the other option would have been to wait until he attacks, Fungal Infection, and then block with our little fungus we get to trade. However, there's a good chance that he won't attack into our Blade Juggler. So that is a little bit of an annoyance. I believe we'll just bring this out and get a Healer Hawk in as well. Knowing that we're probably going to take 2 damage from his little flyer, but next turn we'll be able to, we'll have a few different outs. We can either Fungal Infection his Kargan if needed, or more than likely we can okay. Four, that'll put me down to 9. I believe we just say no blocks. Alright. So we casted another Healer Hawk. Actually, first let's swing in with our 2 Healer Hawks right now. Attack and attack. So if he does attack, we will block his 3/3 for a Healer Hawk, and then sacrifice our Healer Hawk to kill his Carrion Imp, and Fungal Infection his Dragon Rider and block with the 1/1 that it gets. So we hopefully should be able to clear most of his board. Okay. So, Fungal Infection. Actually, I think we just leave his... Probably need to deal with his menace a little bit. A little bit before we worry about the carrying him. So let's block with this. And then we'll just say pass. Because we can gain enough life between these four to where we don't need to worry about his little carrying him. Awesome. We'll just dead weight that. And we'll swing in with all three of our little flyers. That'll gain us back enough life where we're not worried about his little carrying nap, and we'll say go. Okay. Sacrifice a creature. We get rid of his 3/3. So he's holding back, so we're definitely not going to swing in. We are perfectly fine with just waiting. I mean, we'll sit behind our wall of creatures and let our ill-gotten inheritance do its work. I want to hold this in hand just to make him think about what we may be having. There's no really need to play it. If we draw a card that we need another land on next turn, well, we can play our one land a turn and we should be pretty good. I guess if we got a Blade Juggler, played that, drew another land or whatever, that may affect that line of thought, but nothing dramatic, I don't think. Let's go ahead and equip one of our Healer Hawks. I guess the question is, do I fly in and make him block? Because if I do fly in, he blocks, I'm going to gain 3 life. And I will kill his carrying him. I think that's the best line of this. We'll just swing in with 1. If he blocks it, we kill his carrying imp, we gain 3 life. We're going to go ahead and equip one of our other Healer's Hawks, just in case he gets something that we need to block next turn that we need the extra damage for. We don't have anything to do for mana anyways. Alright. Block. So 3, 4, 5. So we should be able to kill him next turn. I think we're good to swap him. So he's at 8. Yep. Perfect. Alright, let's keep the Pauper train rolling against Yardan. Now this is not a hand that I'm a fan of. I mean, I guess we do have final payment and dead weight to buy us a little bit of time. But I really don't like using my life to buy time with, if I don't have to. I think we're going to need to mulligan this one. Alright, this hand's a little bit better. Actually, probably quite a bit better. Actually, we're going to leave that up on top so we can make sure to curve out into our ill-gotten inheritance. Come on, Yardon. What you got? Maybe a mono black deck, possibly. So we'll just toss out our Orzhov Guildgate. One of my favorite things, I really like the detail they put in this. I like tapping my... This is my little buddy. This is my little buddy. Hey, little buddy. Get away. And I like aggravating the gargoyles. It's the simple things in life, my friends. Alright, so this is a Dimir deck. We'll get this out. There's no way he can counter this because he had no blue mana up. So we'll get that out and hopefully let our ill-gotten inheritance do a little bit of work for us. It's electric. Wiggy, 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 wiggy. Sure. Surveil 2, my friend. You have earned it. I hope they bring out some more arenas with some interactive backgrounds like these. Let's go ahead and swing. Get out of the Healer's Hawk. And we'll say go. Sure. I guess the question is, do I want... I think I saved my final payment for something a little bit bigger. I can trade my Oligarch for his Dark Blade by also doing a Fungal Infection, and I will get a 1/1. Actually, I'll get 2 1/1s, one with flying. So let's go ahead and swing in again. So we need to keep an eye out for the ones that have flash. Okay, so he is going to block. We'll give that one -1/-1. And we'll get another flying creature out of it. We'll play a land and we'll say go. So we should have him dead next turn, barring any unforeseen circumstances. Watcher in the Mist is a good card. We're going to go ahead and do a final payment right now just to take care of that. And I will take the 5 life. I will use 5 life as the final payment, if you will. But we're going to wait until the end of his turn. We'll put a stop there. Pay 5 life. Target a creature. Then we can untap. Swing in with everything. Oh, 1 life off. That's okay. So we'll have him next turn. I mean, we don't even need to attack next turn. Our ill-gotten inheritance should kill him next turn. I mean, I guess he could do something to get rid of it. I'm not really sure what. Honestly, I don't know Pauper enough. That's okay. That's fair. I don't know Pauper enough to know for sure about the cards, so I'm not sure what he may have that can get rid of a enchantment. Now, I do think we have to be careful. He may have the Dimir card that can flash in. I think it's a 3/2 maybe. But we do... Oh, Deadweight's an enchantment. But we are going to go ahead and swing anyways. If he doesn't have anything, yep, Whisper Agent. That's the one. Maybe I should have kept my Fungus back, but if he didn't have that one card, I would have been able to have lethal this turn. So I still think it's probably is a decent play. We're going to deadweight that. And we'll keep a land in hand just to kind of make him think about what we may have. So barring any life gain, our ill-gotten inheritance will kill him next turn. And he could have another one, a Moment of Craving, of course. Okay. Okay. Alright. What do we get? Siren Reaver. Definitely a little bit slower than I would like. I really wish that was a white source of mana, but I think it's worth keeping. He is coming out firing on all cylinders. I like it. So I want to bring this down so I can spectacle in my Blade Juggler next turn. I'm not going to worry about blocking just yet. Well, I'm at 17 life. I think that bringing in my Blade Juggler is probably the best call. Unfortunately, I don't have any really good trades. I guess the Dune Dissenter I can trade with and come out ahead, though he will still get a 2/2 zombie. Ooh, that's nice. We are... I do believe I block his life linker. Let's go ahead and keep him from gaining too much life. I'm fine with trading. I've already got a card draw from a Blade Juggler, which I'm fine with, which is going to help me get rid of his hired Poisoner. So we're going to swing. Gain life. Let's drop our land. We're going to deadweight his Death Touch creature. Get rid of that. And we will, let's bring in my Blade Juggler. I'll be able to block either of those two Dissenters. Yeah. If I could talk, I'd be in good shape. So 1 mana and I can get a Grasping Thrull out. Or if I don't draw any mana, I can do the, okay. My Twilight Panther with the Marauder's axe. Yeah, I kind of anticipate that he had something along those lines. That's fine. Hmm. Let's get this out. Let's pay 2 mana. Let's just put this on my Healer's Hawk. And we'll go ahead and swing in for 3. Let's get some life gain going on. We should be in pretty good shape. So I guess the question is, do I block this, knowing that let's just take care of his 2/2 zombie, and I actually am probably not going to worry about the dissenter. Ooh, okay, now that's annoying. Let's go ahead and get. Since I don't really have anything to do with my mana, I actually probably messed up. I wasn't paying any attention to my mana base, and I was hoping to bring out my Twilight Panther and have 1 mana to give it Death Touch. Well, let's just go ahead and put the axe onto my little Martyr. That's fine. Perfect. No attacks. I did not mean to put that stop in there. So I guess the question is, how do I deal with the Vampire Neonate? So it's going to be pretty much me losing 2 life a turn between these two. I guess let's Oligarch. I could do a final payment. Let's do a final payment and just pay 2 life. Or 5 life, I'm sorry. And we'll get rid of his big 4/4. No attacks. I think this is fine. This is an okay trade with us. For us. Because I do get my 1/1 flyer up. So I do believe I want to get my ill-gotten inheritance out. We need to have. I probably should have brought this out a while back. And let's just get some creatures to hide behind. That's okay. I'll swing with my little 1/1 flyer for now. I'll keep my Grasping Thrull back to block his 2/2. Whenever you gain life, each opponent loses a life. Each opponent loses 1 life and you gain a life. I believe I'm going to have to... Let's final payment and sacrifice my little 1/1 flyer. Yeah. Actually, I messed up. I should have attacked first. Alright. No attacks for now. We're just kind of staying back. We're in a pretty decent shape right now. We're getting ready to get our other ill-gotten inheritance out. We're just going to say go. We're just going to set behind our creatures for the time being. I believe next turn, I'm probably going to put my Marauders axe on. Okay. No cards in hand. I've got 1 black mana untapped. I don't need to activate this one's ability just yet. So I think this is the only thing I'm losing will be my lifelinker. He is going to get some 2/2s out of it, which is fine, whatever. Just because I can keep my Grasping Thrull back. Plus I can keep my Skymarch Bloodletter back. And my cat can get Death Touch. Perfect. It's fine. Just swinging for 2 right now. Again, my whole ideal is to let my ill-gotten inheritance do a lot of work for me, so I'm fine with playing a little bit of the stand back and wait game. Now we're going to play the chomp you with 4 at a time. Next turn it'll be 6 at a time game. We're going to block this. And I'll let that 1 by. He's got 1 card in hand, which shouldn't be that big of a deal. Alright, well, good play, good play. That's fine. So let's look at this. Cost is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I still don't have enough mana to sacrifice that, so that's fine. So I can bring out my Martyr of Dusk. That way I just have a chump blocker. I can put this on my Skymarch Bloodletter. And I want to swing for 6. Because I'm high enough right now to where he really, pretty much no conceivable way in Pauper I think that he can kill me. Again, I don't have a whole lot of experience with Pauper, so maybe I'm wrong. But I don't anticipate that he's going to be able to top deck the cards to kill me with what he's got in his hand. Take your time, JKD. JKD. Perfect. Perfect. Yep. Awesome. This deck ran really well. Alright. You all hung around. Let's see what we got. 4 Bear's Blade. Meh. We did get, what? An extra 50 gold. But we got to play a fun deck, so not all bad. Hope you all enjoyed.